day, welcome to our library orientation. These are the topics that we will be discussing during the orientation. What is a library? The library is not just a repository of books. Library is a place wherein we could study and research. Some other activities are also held inside the library. These are the pictures of the following featured libraries. This is the library of Florentino Torres High School. This is the library of Cayetano Arellano High School. This is the library of E. Rodriguez Vocational High School. And lastly, the library of Esteban Abada High School. The library has different sections. In this section, you may find general information books like encyclopedias, dictionaries, thesaurus, almanacs, and others. In the next series of the slides, you will see the different reference sections of the following featured schools. The Filipiniana section house books about the Philippines. It may be about other topics, but if the author is a Filipino, it is still considered a Filipiniana book. In the next series of the slides, you'll be seeing the Filipiniana sections of each featured schools. The fiction section, or also known as the home reading section in the pre-pandemic time, contains storybooks, fairy tales, novels, and short stories. In the next series of the slides, you'll be seeing the fiction section or home reading section of the following featured schools. General circulation houses books in all subject areas which do not fall under the reference or Filipiniana sections. the next series of the slides, you will be seeing the general circulation section of the following featured schools. Libraries have e-library section. It contains computer units and internet connection that support students' education and research. And some other libraries, they have special collection sections which houses resources on a specific subject or specialization. In the next series of the slides, we'll be seeing the featured sections of the following schools. The most up-to-date resources are found in the periodical section. In the next series of slides, you'll be seeing the different periodical sections of the following featured school libraries. Vertical files are clippings, pamphlets, flyers, booklets, pictures, and other grade literature or files. This is a sample of vertical file cabinet and vertical files. Most public school libraries adopt the Dewey Decimal Classification. The DDC is composed of 10 main classes. Starting from 000 to 099, generalities such as computer science, computer information, and general works. From 100 to 199, in which houses philosophy and psychology. (200 to 299) is religion. From 300 to 399, social sciences. From 400 to 499, languages. From 500 to 599, natural sciences and mathematics. From 600 to 699, which is technology or applied sciences. From 700 to 799, the arts. From 800 to 899, literature and rhetoric. lastly, from 900 to 999, history and geography. How to locate books in the library. The library operates in an open shelf system. Library customers are free to browse books on the shelves. Readers locate books by means of call numbers. A color coding is adopted for easy identification of the book. These are the colors used for color coding of call numbers. Call number is a set of numbers, letters, symbols, date of publication, volume number, etc. This is a call number looks like. It has locator symbol, classification number, author's cutter symbol, and date of publication or copyright. This is a card catalog cabinet. There are 4 types of card catalog. The first one is the author card. This is a sample of an author card. The second type of card catalog is the title card. This is the sample of a title card. The third type of card catalog is a subject card. This is a sample of a subject card. And lastly, the shelf list card. This is a sample of a shelf list card. Now you know the different types of card catalog. This time, let's learn how to use them. There are 2 ways to use the card catalog. The first one is using them manually. The second way to use the card catalog is through online public access catalog, or knownly as OPAC. In the next set of slides, we will show you the different reference sources. Dictionary, these are the sample of dictionaries. There are 2 types of dictionary: abridged and unabridged. encyclopedias, by format, by scope, and by audience. These are the examples of encyclopedia. There are also ready reference sources. These are reference materials located in the reference section. Almanac, these are the samples of almanacs. Handbooks or manuals. These are the samples of handbooks and manuals. Directory. There are two types of directories: government and institutional directories. There are two types of directories: government and institutional directories. There are also three categories of directories: investment service, professional and trade, and business. There are also three categories of directories: investment service, professional, and trade and business. These are the samples of directories. Biographical sources. Biography contains the life history of a certain person. An autobiography is a life history of the person written by himself. Genealogy. Biographical dictionaries. A map is a representation usually on a flat surface of the whole or a part of an area. Atlas is a book of maps or charts. These are the samples of atlas. The gazetteer gives important information about places and place names. The geographical dictionary is a kind of dictionary, usually of place names. Guidebooks are used especially when traveling on a different place or a country. Guidebooks are used especially when traveling on a different place or a country. The globe is a spherical model of the Earth. The yearbook is an annual publication giving current information specifically in a particular field. These are the samples of yearbook. A thesaurus contains synonyms for commonly used words. These are the samples of thesaurus. A book of records is published annually listing world records both of human achievements and extremes of the natural world. These are the samples of book of records. The following slides will show you the minimum safety requirements when the library resumes operations. What is a virtual library? E-resources are materials in digital format accessible electronically. Samples of e-resources are e-journals, e-books, online databases, Adobe Acrobat documents, and web pages. There are two major types of e-resources. Online electronic resources and other electronic resources. Sources of information must be up-to-date, trustworthy, and credible websites. Most information will have an author and date written. These are both factors that need to be considered before taking the information seriously and to prevent fake news. The following slides will show you the different tools and platforms of remote library services. The objective of having a virtual library is to provide right information at the right time and in the right format. To meet this objective during this time of pandemic, the Manila Public School libraries will continue to provide access to information in respective of their form, format, and location. Here are the guidelines in using the virtual library Facebook page. Here's how to use your virtual library Facebook page.